I think that Niger is cleaning house because remember they also asked the French to leave, and UNDP is also out of the place. But I think that the way the United States reacted to the coup, which included continuous support for ousted President Bazoum and the imposition of U.S. sanctions on the coup makers, probably brought this issue to a board. They've also been claimed that the Americans were not very respectful in the negotiations that followed, but I seriously doubt that because the United States has made a lot of serious investment in that country, and they wouldn't jeopardize that by being cavalier in the way they talk to the regime.
You know, Professor, you come from Ghana, so you know the stuff that goes on around that neighborhood. We've seen a lot of coups happening there, but how will this withdrawal impact Niger's security?
Oh, it's definitely going to hurt them in the short run. The Russians are moving in and they are promising all kinds of assistance, but we should be very careful with what the Russians do because Russia itself is bogged down in the war that it probably going to not be able to win immediately in Ukraine. And so as Russia spends more resources over there, I'm not sure it can step up and help Niger deal with all kinds of problems. Niger has all kinds of problems. Niger is one of the poorest countries in the world. You have 52% of the people living in extreme poverty. Over nearly 50% of children of school-going age are home. They have all kinds of problems. Last year, the United States, for example, gave them about $260 million in aid. That money is now gone. So unless the Russians can step up and provide these kinds of support beyond the security guarantees, Niger is still going to have problems. There's still going to be jihadi problems. There's going to be economic problems. And those are the things that bring insecurity. And so I think that in the short run, it feels good to see the Americans go, the French go, and all that stuff. But they are playing a very dangerous game.
And very quickly, Professor, what do you expect out of this relationship between Niger and Russia?
Well, so I just hope that the people that run Niger, Abdulrahmani Tiani and co, are making decisions that will benefit the Nigerian people and not decisions that benefit them personally. Because the problems are still going to be there. I don't know if the Russians can step up and help them deal with these stuff. If the Russians cannot provide that help, we're still going to see all kinds of problems there. And I just hope that as African countries rush to throw away old relationships, they are careful not to become pawns in a chess game involving the United States, China, and Russia. We have to act out of our own interest rather than playing to what others are telling us.